speech needs no introduction. She's been a long-standing member of the Bengali community. Everyone here knows her. Please give it up for Jekima.
Hello. It's a privilege to be introduced by such a handsome, great MC. I am flattered. Anyway, I'm really not a speech-giving type of person, but I'll just say whatever I can. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Projeet for graduating high school. And it is a customary symbolic transition to adulthood. So now you will be leaving your parents' sheltered home and be out in the world on your own, some little bit. And I know you will handle it with a lot of responsibility. I know your parents, they have given you good values, and I know you will be fine. But, congratulations on being an adult officially, almost. And at the same time, I'd like to congratulate Ashwati and Partho for raising such a wonderful, nice, courteous son. I have seen him from a little baby coming to our house, and he was always clinging to Partho. Ashwati, was that your trick? Always clinging to Partho and Baba, and they used to come to our house, little boy. And all this time, I was never always knew what you were doing. But I know you are doing fine, you are doing good at school. But I'm sure you have achieved a lot, and I'm sure your parents are proud, so are we. And then, we come to, and somebody told me to mention this story. When they used to come to our house, he was young, and one day at their home, they were trying to talk something about my husband. And Projeet was trying to say something about Jaka. And Partho said, who are you talking about? Who are you? He said, you don't know the guy who lives in Jechima's house. So, he's the guy who lives in Jechima's house. Anyway, with this note, I will proceed to a little bit. Actually, Projeet, I cannot give you advice because advice are easy to give, and many advice even I don't know, I don't practice that. So how can you give it? But there are some things I wish somebody told me when I was your age. That is, of course, you have to study hard, you have to do good, you have to have a good career. Those things will come. But as I grew old, I have picked up a little bit of wisdom. So that wisdom tells me there are certain traits in life that will really make you happy and good person. So first is humility. You know humility is. Humility is when you let the other person, it's not that I'm not talking about myself. Humility is when you make the other person big, more than you. And that is humility. And then comes accountability. Accountability is very, very important because I have seen, even I think I was not accountable in my young age. Like if somebody tells you, Projeet, would you send me that song? Would you send me that name of the book? And you say, yes, I will. Then you forget. But even these little things are so important to make the character of a person. If you say you will do something, do it. If somebody tells you to bring a mountain to you, and if you say yes, you do that. And if somebody tells you, just call me one time on Tuesday, and if you say you will, you do it. Because I learned that. I have not always done that. It was laziness, it was forgetfulness, but that accountability is very, very important. When I worked in the community, we come across so many people, young people. I can immediately point out who are accountable. They will do the thing no matter what. But some people, there are other people are good people too, but they are just not accountable as much. And then the third thing, lately, it has been very much in my mind, is kindness. Kindness it's not that, oh, I give somebody in need I send some money, I help someone. Kindness, I believe, is an attitude. You wear it. You make it your second nature. Kindness is like when somebody said something to you, if you don't like him, be nice. Give him that opportunity. And let people try to understand people. Be understood, I believe. Everybody wants to be understood. Understand my point, And being understood is not only nice, it's profound. When somebody really understands you, you feel great. And even not only that, if you say someone like somebody said to you something you did not like, still be kind. Maybe that person has some. So kindness is so important in life. Kindness is when you see someone at the corner of the in a party or something sitting, and you take an extra measure to talk to her. Kindness is holding the door. Kindness, and it touches your heart so much. Because I remember in our last trip to India, we are traveling, and I had a very heavy suitcase. Even handbag was heavy. And in Germany, there were straight airport. There were steps, then you go a little bit flat, steps, little bit flat. So as I was coming down, struggling with my suitcase, a nice young man suddenly from behind took my suitcase, which was, my handbag, which was wonderful. And then I came to the straight, then I took it from him, and I pulled it along. And I was walking slow. When I went to the next set of steps, I see that young man standing. And he could have just gone. He was walking much faster. He was walking. And then we again carried my suitcase. Then we go a few more steps. And then again straight. And he was again waiting for me at the third set of steps. And that's called accountability, that's called kindness. God bless that young man. Not only he helped an older person, but that account that he was waiting for me, that's my heart. So I think the kindness is, and once you are kind, a lot of things, forgetfulness, thoughtfulness, everything comes. And that will carry you through the life. As I said, your success could be measured. Your achievement in class could be measured in numbers, great. But these things cannot be quantified. So, but these are so important. Please, always, to all the young people, because I go around every place, hold the door for the next person. Hold the door for an older person. And it makes magic. You see the other person's face, it makes magic. So, I'm sorry, I'm a grandmother, and you are like my grandson. And so I have a tendency to lecture, but all I want the best for you. And all these things I said, maybe you always do. And I know your friends and everybody do it. So that's all I can say. Wish you a very, very bright future, which can be measured. You will do great in life, and that's all I want to say. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Jyoti Ma. That was a beautiful speech. We're now going to go ahead and introduce Jyoti Ma.
Chiku. Chiku.
He was calling the man who lived in JT Mansell.
That's all I want to remind you. I'm the man who lived in Yetimal house. So, it's been 20 years almost, 18 years to be precise, when we get to know. We have grown into a wonderful young man, trying to spread your wings, and wish you the best of luck. And I will not add any more advice after what Jatima had said. I think that's enough for today to digest. But anyway, one thing I'm not sure if anybody mentioned that. Your magic skill, don't forget it. You have to build your magic skill while you're in the college. And with your magic spell, you win them all. And best of luck. Thanks.
Thank you, Jitu, for that speech. The person who's giving the next speech is someone you all know very well. In fact, I think I've known him for a long while now. Give it up for my dad, Alrukaku.
Projeet, no congratulations from me to you. No congratulations from me to you for passing out of, graduating from Chattahoochee, because I assumed that you did. So that's naturally, so all of you. Anyways, congratulations. So instead, I'll start with Projeet. Yeah, in fact, for as long as I can remember, every time I said Projeet, Ribu and Adi, the names would follow automatically. I would say Projeet, Ribu, Adi, or Ribu, Adi, Projeet. I call them the rap gang. That's how rap is. In fact, there's so many instances and so many funny instances, some of them like, all these three kids, they've been like peas in a pod, and on so many occasions, they've landed up, in fact, wearing the same kind of clothes, thanks to overzealous discount shopping, mall hopping moms. They would all buy the same clothes and they would land on the same apple. And likewise, there's so many heartwarming, funny, and so many embarrassing anecdotes that a compilation of all of this perhaps could make a very good read from a short story standpoint. Right? And Projeet, I'm saving the more embarrassing anecdotes for your wedding, whatever that is. But what a fine, confident, warm, and dashing individual you're trying out to be. One thing that stands out for Projeet is your spark to take your dreams to the next level. That's what stands out for me. It's your spark to take your dreams to the next level. I still remember a trip to Las Vegas where we stopped at the Rio, and it's a casino and a hotel. And we had taken a pit stop there for watching a magic show by Penn and Teller. And I was watching Projeet. I saw him wide-eyed with wonder and his jawline drop a little as he was soaking in the show. He was watching this Penn and Teller show, and all this while, he almost seemed like in a trance. And then when you fast forward a few months forward, there was Projeet in a white glove, regaling all his uncles, aunts, and his friends with his magic tricks, his card magic tricks. So that's what I mean. It's that spark. So keep that spark, right? And so don't lose that spark. And who knows, you may be the one who may push the needle on something very path-breaking in the future. Keep that spark, right? But what a journey it has been, right? From Twin Oaks, Umish, Ann Arbor, from being a magician to being an avid debater, right? From supporting Real Madrid, your soccer fan, and to being a raucously vocal for Atlanta United, our own home team, right? And now, ready to launch into the next phase of your life. But please remember this, that you owe this most to your parents. What a fantastic job Partho and Shashwati have done with Projeet. As the caterpillar, like they say, starts to come on its own, colorful and confident and spectacular. So ladies and gentlemen, could I please ask you all to put your hands together for Shashwati and Projeet for such a wonderful. Thank you. It is also said that it takes a village to raise a kid, to raise a child. So every one of you in this room have in some way or the other had an impact on Projeet's life. So Projeet, don't forget this. Have gratitude in your heart and continue to rise and soar and make us all proud as we watch from the sidelines and applaud. So as we rejoice and celebrate your graduation celebrations, I wish you good luck and blessings for the future. Thank you. Love you.
All right. Thank you so much, Abakaku, for that. Sorry about that. Thank you so much, Abakaku, for that speech. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce our next speaker. He's a very interesting man. His name is actually Dalinda. He's my dad. So I'm going to go ahead and ask him to come up here.
Thank you, dear. That was a nice introduction. Anyway, there are a lot of people who knows me from here, or my family. We are from Mason, that's slightly north of Cincinnati. We are Projeet's family members here, and we want to welcome everyone of you here who has contributed to Projeet. It's a very memorable day in our life. His graduation day falls in line with my wife's birthday, so it's really a memorable day. Anyway, so talking about Projeet, every time he came into our house, from the time we saw him as a baby, first thing he would say, East Bengal has hired this or signing this player. So the next thing is, I'm just going a little bit different than all the academics and everything, because he was always every time I talk to Projeet, it's only about Ronaldo or East Bengal signing or what Real Madrid has done. I'm like, Projeet, are you doing your studies? Yeah, I'm doing my studies, don't worry. So every time I come in here, we have to go to a field, Projeet is ready. But anyway, you've grown up such a nice and handsome young man, and with 12 APs and all the credibility that you have behind you. I've heard other stories, I won't embarrass you here. The thing is, the only one I can tell you right now, Ronaldo is signing for FC Barcelona, so you better take your time to play with Real Madrid. Anyway, it's been a pleasure for us to be here, and it's been an honor to be here. Talking about Projeet has grown up with my son, Bilal and Dia. His other brothers are Rimu and Ali. So we are a family and we welcome you all here. I want to take my speech a little bit short because there may be other people who stop. We are so proud of you. One thing I want you to be careful about. One thing I want you to be careful about is that when you cross Michigan to Ohio, be careful. You know it, why, right? Okay, why State don't go with Michigan? Okay, I'll end my speech here. Thanks everybody again for coming.